Hello and welcome to Wealthy for Real. Let's use our imagination for a moment. Imagine you're playing your favorite sport. You have the ball in your possession. You're running down the field or the court with excitement. But when you get to the end of the field, you realize there's no goal. Well, what do you do now? What was the point of running down the field in the first place when there's no objective of the game? A sport without goals would pretty much just be a bunch of people running aimlessly back and forth, kicking and throwing balls at each other. That's exactly what it's like when you start on a financial journey without setting goals. If we try to save money or build credit or pay down debt without knowing exactly why we're doing it and keeping in mind what the benefit will be once those things are done, we have less of a chance of accomplishing them. When trying to get on the right track financially, it's imperative to set goals for yourself. But why? Well, setting goals is important for the following reasons. It provides you short-term motivation and long-term vision. It gives you direction and a destination when you feel lost. It aids in positive decision-making. It helps you to focus on what's important. It gives you a sense of control over your future. It fills the gap between where you are now versus where you want to be. In short, setting goals helps you get into a positive mindset and helps you get to the point of realizing that your current situation does not dictate how things always have to be. Now, you may be hearing this and saying, okay, that sounds good, but I've set goals before, and it didn't make any difference for me. Well, my answer to that would be, how did you set the goals? Were you vague about what you wanted? Did you set unrealistic goals for yourself with no specified time period to accomplish the goal? Was the goal that you set for yourself really not even that important to you? If the answer was yes to any of those questions, that might be the reason the goals weren't seen through to the end. If you want to successfully set and achieve meaningful goals, follow these 5 surefire steps to make sure that you make it to the finish line. Step 1. Identify and write down SMART goals. What are SMART goals? It's actually an acronym. When setting financial goals for yourself, you want to make sure that they are specific. The goals you set for yourself must be clear and well-defined. Measurable. There must be criteria that can be used to track your progress toward reaching the goal. Attainable. The goal must have realistic achievability. You could set a financial goal saying, I want to have $1 million by next week. Now, that's certainly possible if you want to take the 1 in 14 million chance of winning the lottery, but it's not the most probable goal that you can set, and it's not realistically attainable for most people. Relevant. The goal that you set for yourself must be personal and meaningful to you. If you set a goal of buying a house just because you've heard other people say that owning a home is a good thing, but there's no real personal desire for yourself to own that home, you're less likely to follow through with reaching that goal because it's not something that's meaningful to you. And time-based. The goals that you set for yourself must have a clearly defined timeline with a start date and a target date to improve the chances of those goals being accomplished. A goal without a deadline is just a dream. Step 2. Organize your goals by when you plan to reach them. Write down your short-term goals. These will be goals that you plan to accomplish within a year. Your midterm goals. These will be goals that you plan to accomplish between 1 and 5 years. And your long-term goals. These are goals that you think you can accomplish within 5 years or more. Step 3. Educate yourself. Once you're ready to start working on your goals, you should learn all you can about what needs to be done in order to achieve the goal, and then identify small, measurable steps that can be taken in order to reach it. Achieving a goal is a lot like climbing a flight of stairs. You can't just jump and make it to the top of the staircase. You have to take it one step at a time. If your goal is to build an emergency fund of $1,000 within a year, the first step you will need to take is to research the best savings accounts. Step 2 would be to open up the account with the best options that work for you. Step 3, you need to track your income and expenses so that you can know where you can cut spending and reallocate to your new savings account. Step 4 would be to start putting away at least $84 a month for the next 12 months, and so on. Most goals that you'll set for yourself will need to be handled this exact same way. Figure out what smaller steps you can take to make your larger goals seem more manageable. And this will help keep you on the right track without losing hope in the ability to be able to follow through. Step 4, evaluate your progress. When you're working towards your goals, review your process occasionally to determine if what you're doing is working for you or if you need to modify your strategy to achieving the goal. In step 5, revisit your goals often and remind yourself why you want these things. What do your goals mean to you? If you don't consistently keep this in mind and revisit the big picture, you have a greater chance of getting off track with your goals. With that said, if you made it this far through the video, thank you for watching. I'd also love to hear from you. What financial goals have you set for yourself, and what steps have you taken so far to accomplish them? Did you learn anything new from the video? If so, please leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Also, if you found any value, please like and subscribe to the channel for more content on the steps that you can take today to work your way to becoming wealthy for real.